to give positions to myopia. And the people that you appoint them don't even know how to make money themselves. How can they make money for the government? That's the problem we have in this country. And when Kenneth Agyapong says this, they say, hey, he's a big mouth. He's destroying this, he's destroying that. But one day, posterity will judge us that there was one man who single-handedly fought for the country. I put my life on it, threats here and there, but I don't care. We got to live. You see, everywhere I go, Ken, Honorable Ken, show down, this and that. The moment I step out of this country, who cares about Kenneth Agyapong? That alone tells me that I have to make Ghana a better place for me to live. That is where they appreciate me. I go to America, they don't care about you. UK, they don't care about you. Europe, they don't care about you. After this program, let's walk, and you see the number of people that will call me. I'm not swollen-headed, but it tells me, it gives me a challenge that you cannot make America your home, Europe your home, but Ghana. That is why I will continue to criticize the wrongs in society. And I really don't care. Once I know I'm speaking the truth.
Speaking of criticizing the wrongs in society, you have actually criticized your party to an extent that people believe that you didn't have any moral authority to want to lead that party that you have condemned. There was one quotation, if I may borrow your own words, say MPP. You know,
it's good you brought this up. You know, let me tell you, if there will be war in this country, it will be started by journalists. If there's war going to be in this country, it will be by journalists. Now look and check the history of Rwanda. A comment that a journalist made. And within 48 hours, 800,000 people died. What you've just said, let me tell you the story. And those who want to be diabolic will take that portion and say, oh, Kenneth Agyapong has insulted them. Yes, I did. I stand by it. I stand by it and read my lips. I'm not afraid of anybody. I said it. Now let me tell you. I went to Adom FM morning program with Kwanzaa. He was the regional minister for Central Region. I went there, it was all over. When I was going to that studio, it was all over. That Honorable Safo Mafu has gone to say certain things that, you know. How did people get to know? Eastern Region, he was talking to Eastern Region MPP. And they recorded him. He was trying to give them the history, whether is the right thing he said or not, or is the truth, that one. So whatever he said, our own people recorded Safo Mafu. Then they gave it to NBC radio stations. And they were playing it all over. So I got to the studio. They played the full tape. I said, what? So Safo Mafu was talking to MPP people. And you recorded him, put it on national television, radio. Maza, what do you mean answer? What do you mean answer? And you know, what people are afraid to say, I say it. And later I'm vindicated. You know that statement Honorable Safo Mafu made, and they brought it out, created a problem between Achims and Ashantis. See, those who were at the meeting and recorded it and gave it to radio stations to play, what was their motive? What was their motive? So Kenneth Agyapong, who is saying that if you go to a meeting, that we all have to, is an internal thing, then you take it out there to create confusion in the MPP party between Achims and Ashanti. And I say, yeah, Jimmy. You go and play that portion leaving the whole details just because you want to be diabolic. You want to be diabolic. Me I'm kind. Me can Japan I'm kind. You know, Auntie Mabuzia, may her soul rest in peace. I went to meet the Council of Elders. And she played that. I wouldn't answer MPP for him because now I had she played the full tape. I said, that is all I have. So you see, they have deceived you. Even that, I made reference to President Akufo-Addo's meeting. It was 8 minutes. I spoke 8 minutes, and they took seconds to destroy Kennedy Japan. So you journalists, you are part of the problem in this country. You peddle lies, you sensationalize things, you don't tell the truth, all because you want to destroy Kennedy Japan. I'm sorry. Posterity will judge all of us. You know, when they listen to the tape, and they say, oh, no, this one, we have done a disservice to you. In fact, Mr. Kwadwo Mpianim even suggested that I should go on air and explain these details. They didn't have that details. And I said, you know, I've said it several times. There's a Kan proverb who says, Obi a ompe wasemono, or sa wasakura no achianepa. So I don't need to go and explain anything. So I said it. But in what context? That is what some Ghanaians fail to know, because they consume information, they don't digest information. If you want to give Kennedy Japan benefit of the doubt, I give you 4 W's as a journalist. I'm not the one, you are a seasoned journalist, and therefore I can't educate you. But I can share this with you and see the difference you are going to make in society. If they come to tell you Kennedy Japan has said this, first, the 4 W's. When did Kennedy Japan say this? What did he say this? Why did he say this? And what was said? If you are able to analyze these 4 W's, you will not be stereotyped and you will know the truth. So when we are going to speak on this issue, you are well informed of what actually transpired to trigger the statement. But here, you sensationalize things, Kofi TV or whoever, whatever transpired in Parliament, you'll say UTV, they will say, I hate that, a whole lot of things, without knowing what actually transpired. The person has come to apologize to me. Why did he come to apologize to me? But he has apologized to me, and therefore I'm not going to explain it. I see the way journalists put it out there. I'm telling you, I'll keep saying it. The journalists, some of you use your stomach, and they are big stomach. Big stomachs, the journalists, big stomach, in the, not physically that is big, but the taste. No money. No money can satisfy you. So you go out there and peddle false information. They go there with arrogance. They think when they are behind the machines, the spirit that they get to lie, they have made politicians so timid. They are not bold to defend anything. They are scared. I am not. Read my lips. I'll tell you like it is. Because I also pay journalists. So I'm not afraid of any journalist in this country. We have to be bold. Okay, so if not, the way things are going, you see, we should be partners. And the truth should prevail at all times. That's the only way we can move and develop this country. We are corrupt. You are corrupt. Everybody is corrupt. Where do we go then? That is why I decided I will contest. And look, 4 years, I will change this country. 4 years, I will change this country because I will crack the whip. If I appoint you today, if I have evidence against you, I will fire you. I will not promote you. People that they tell them, oh, we corrupt, promote with impunity. I will not do that. I will fire you, and I don't care. You can be my wife. If you make a mistake, you are sacked. I'll disgrace you too, publicly. I'll give reason why I sacked my wife. To serve as a deterrent to others. Because we've pampered bad people in society that now they are controlling the system. This is not, Ghana is not a Ku Klux Klan. Ghana is a civilized country that we have to enshrine the word discipline.
No, that I agree with you. As you see, I was just listening and listening.
But anytime I talk about journalists, you keep quiet and you face changes.
Honorable. Well, but I can understand your frustration, you know, in terms of the 4 W's, the when, why, and all of those things, you know. But also, as an advice, you know, this is unsolicited advice, you know. Also, I also think that as politicians, in your communication, you have to understand that people have selective attention. You know, right now you're talking to me about how disciplined you are, and even if it's your wife, you know, somebody just selectively will just be drawn to the fact, say, hey, when was in the crowd?
Exactly.
You see, So my advice to politicians is that in communicating, understand that because people have selective attention, know how you code certain things. You know? Because, for example, if you're saying, me, I'm for discipline, I won't spare anybody, I don't care if you're my family member, if you go wrong, I have to make sure you're disciplined. You know? As opposed to, you know, right away, oh. So as you are advising journalists, I'm also advising politicians that...
Well taken.
Yeah, you know. But oh, Charlie, this is getting interesting. But you did 3 episodes now.
Don't worry. Another time.
But the first time I spoke with him was 11 years ago.
Yes.
I think it was 11 years ago. Yes.
Yes.
when we first spoke, and 11 years later, we are still speaking.
And all the things I said has come to pass.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I played back the tape yesterday, and I was like, oh wow, you know.
Yes.
Do you see yourself as the disciplinarian president one day?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
If they give me the nod. Look, you see, my policy is, my term is 4 years. And therefore, any politician who thinks of the second term will not be effective. Why? Because he wants to go a second term. He cannot crack the whip. He thinks if he's strict and disciplined, the people will not vote for him. I want only 1 term. And the 1 term, the development I'll bring in this country, Ghanaians will beg me to contest or stay. It has happened in my constituency. This time I used a looter that I'm not going. No. So if you know that your term is 4 years and you damn the consequence and develop this country, Ghanaians will give you another opportunity. But a situation where the moment they swear in, you are thinking of another term, then you can't. So we have to be bold. Development. How are we going to develop this country unless you conscientize the minds, especially the youth? You know, let me end here.
Folks, what an Independence Day version of the show, man. Well, I've been hanging out with Honorable Kennedy. Is that?
Ohene Ejapong.
in Japan.
Oh,
Sometimes I hear,
that's what they want.
I hear that, yeah.
That one is just a
Yeah,
title.
yeah. Well, it's been great hanging out, man. 11 years later, you know, you're still firing on all cylinders. And I know this is not the last we are hearing from you. So
You see why I can't be vice president?